Hi, first graders. Today I'm going to read you one of your favorite kind of books, a Who Would Win book, Hyena versus Honey Badger. They don't look too cute on the cover, but both of these creatures look really kind of cute, but they're both pretty fierce. So make a prediction now. Who do you think is going to win if you haven't read this book already? The hyena or the honey badger? We'll go ahead and find out. Who would win, hyena versus honey badger? What would happen if a hyena and a honey badger met each other? What if they had a fight? Who do you think would win? The heading tells us this page is going to be about the hyenas. There are 4 types of hyenas. The spotted hyena is the largest and strongest hyena. And here's a fact. Hyenas are mammals. This is the rarest species of hyena. It is found mostly in the Kalahari Desert in Africa. And this is the label tells us it's a brown hyena. This is a mammal, is a warm-blooded animal that often has hair or fur. So the brown hyena is the smallest hyena, and then here we have the striped hyena. An aardwolf is also considered a hyena, but it eats mainly insects. And that's this one here. Hyenas are mostly nocturnal, which means they hunt and move about at night. You knew that. So let me go back over them because I'm not sure the camera had them on. This is spotted hyena, the largest one. The brown hyena, which is small. Well, actually, maybe this is the smallest, the striped. And then this is the aardwolf. And then we'll go on about badgers. There are several types of badgers. Badgers are short, stocky mammals with strong jaws and thick, tough skin. This badger is also called the Eurasian badger. Fact, honey badgers are also mammals. This badger prefers to live on prairies. It eats small mammals such as squirrels. So that's the North American badger. The University of Wisconsin-Madison sports teams are named the badger. About half of the honey badger's diet is snakes, including venomous snakes. And venomous means that they use poison to kill their prey. So honey badgers like to eat snakes. Maybe I like honey badgers. How would you describe a honey badger? Fearless and ferocious. So it looks really kind of cute, but it's really not really sweet-natured. Okay, so here's the 2 they chose. The biggest one, I thought they would choose that one, the spotted hyena. Meet the spotted hyena. In this book, we will feature a spotted hyena. Its scientific name is Crocuta crocuta. It's okay to laugh. The spotted hyena is also known by many as the laughing hyena. Meet the honey badger. The honey badger's scientific name is Mellivora capensis. A honey badger is also called a ratel. Fact, honey badgers are omnivores. That means they eat everything, including animals and plants. Honey badgers have dark fur around their bodies with white fur on their heads and backs. They look like they might be made of chocolate with vanilla frosting on top. They do kind of look like part of an Oreo cookie, maybe. Heading says, don't be confused. African wild dogs are not hyenas, but sometimes they look like them. Fact, the legs of an African wild dog are all the same height. But fact, a hyena's front legs are longer than its back legs. Hyenas have a long, thick neck. So see how they have like shorter legs in the back and longer legs in the front? Badgers, I'm not sure you saw that. So there's the wild dog, all 4 legs the same. The hyena, the short legs in the back and the long legs in the front. And then we've got badgers. Badgers are related to otters, polecats, wolverines, and weasels. Just think, the honey badger is also related to a sea otter. That's why they're so cute. Did you know a honey badger rarely drinks water? It gets fluid from the blood of snakes and other creatures it eats. Oof. Honey badgers also eat melons to get more fluids. Oh, let's see. It seems like one lives by itself and one lives in a pack. A group of hyenas is called a cackle. Hyenas are often found in large packs. Other collective or group words are there's a herd of cows, a flock of birds, a swarm of bees, a colony of bats, and a school of fish. But for hyenas, it's a cackle. Maybe because they make so much noise. Alone. A group of honey badgers is called a seat. However, most honey badgers prefer to travel and hunt alone. And here's some more collective or group words. So a group of owls is a parliament. A group of crows is a murder. A group of lions is a pride. And a group of rhinos is a crash of rhinos. I never knew that before. And here the map tells us that we're going to learn a little bit about where they live. Hyenas live in Africa and Asia. Most live at the edges of forests and on savannas. And see, the stripe on the map tells us where the spotted hyena lives, mostly in Africa. Africa and Asia are continents, not countries. We knew that. A savanna is an area of flat grasslands. The honey badger lives in Africa, on the Arabian Peninsula, and in much of India. So you can see the yellow is where you can find honey badgers. So some in Africa, almost all of India, and a little bit here on the Arabian Peninsula. So I wonder where they live. He's going to tell us about where they live. Hyenas live in underground rooms, chambers, and tunnels called a den. Other animals have different names for their homes. Beavers live in a lodge. Birds live in a nest. Polar bears live in a snow cave. Bees live in a hive. Can you think of any of more names of the places animals live? Set. A honey badger also lives underground. Its home is called a set. More animal homes. Squirrels live in a dray. Leopards live in a lair. Lemmings live in a runway. And pigs live in a sty. Can you research other kinds of homes and shelters? Where do you live? What's your shelter like? Chasing prey, strong and determined. Hyenas are known for chasing their prey until the prey gets exhausted from running and collapses. This is one way to hunt, but not the bravest way to fight. So here's the start of the chase, and if you were to follow all this, and that's the end of the chase. And here's where the prey started getting tired on the red part. Some local people have little respect for the way that hyenas hunt. On the other hand, honey badger, strong and determined. The honey badger is famous for being relentless. When it wants to do something, it doesn't let anything get in its way. Yummy fact. The honey badger attacks a beehive to eat bee larvae, which are young bees that aren't fully grown. The larvae have more nutrition than the honey. So they like to eat the bee babies. Oh. Now, what kind of weapons do they each have? Hyena weapons. Sharp teeth. Perfect for crunching bones and cartilage. Fact. Hyena poop is white from eating so many animal bones. Oh, that's kind of a gross fact. Strong jaw. The hyena has one of the strongest jaws in the animal world, but not the strongest. Fact. Sorry, hyena and great white shark. The Tasmanian devil has the strongest jaw. Package deal. Where there is one hyena, there are usually more. It's not a good idea to fight the whole neighborhood. So, though they just have really strong teeth and jaws, there's a lot of them at once. Honey badger. Honey badgers have claws that are longer than the bear's. Fact. Honey badgers are expert diggers. Honey badgers are great climbers. And here's a tree climber. Who knew the honey badger could swim? They're excellent swimmers. A honey badger's skin is so thick, it's hard to bite and hard to sting. They have a thick skin, which is about 1/4 of an inch thick. And I show you what that looks like on there. It's a really thick skin. Speed. Who do you think is going to be faster? The hyena, who's known for chasing its prey, or the honey badger? Who do you think is going to be faster? Speed. The hyena can run up to 35 miles an hour. That's like a car. A cheetah can run faster, up to 70 miles per hour. So he's fast, but he's wicked fast. Hyenas grow up to 3 feet tall and more than 6 feet long. Fun fact, the height of a hyena and many other animals is measured from its front paws up to its shoulders, so from here to here. How they measure its height. Fact, spotted hyenas can weigh up to 190 pounds. That's like a grown-up. Not as fast. The honey badger can run up to 15 miles per hour. But did you know the honey badger can walk backwards? Why don't you try that? Go try to take a walk backwards. The honey badger is agile, which means it can move quickly to the left or right, slow down, or speed up. The honey badger is long and low to the ground. Fun fact, honey badgers can weigh up to 35 pounds. So hyenas are much heavier, about 6 times as heavy. What about their ears? This is a cute picture right here of their ears. Hyenas have an excellent sense of hearing. The hyena's ears are large and round. And you know that when animals have big ears, it usually means they have good hearing. Did you know hyenas are believed to be smarter than chimpanzees? ears. And let's look at his little ears. Honey badgers got their name from attacking beehives. They have flaps over their ears to protect them from bee stings. Ferocious fact. A honey badger often confronts animals much larger than itself, so it's very bold. It will attack things much bigger than itself. In fact, the honey badger was seen biting a lion on the nose, so they're extra fierce. They're not very scared of anything. On the way to the fight, we stopped at a strange art museum. This month, it was featuring unusual paintings of hyenas and honey badgers. The famous Italian painter Botticelli might paint a hyena like this. The artist Michelangelo might sculpt a hyena this way. The Dutch painter Vermeer might paint a honey badger like this. And the American modern artist Peter Max might use lots of bright colors when painting a honey badger. You see the honey badger right there? So those are just make-believe, but there's some more. They use the style of the artist to create pictures of the animals. Italian artist Caravaggio might use dark backgrounds with bright light up front. Here is a surrealist hyena from Salvador Dali. Look how big they made his mouth. This might be one impressionist way to paint a honey badger, and that's Vincent van Gogh's honey badger. Okay, enough beautiful artwork. Now we are leaving the museum and heading to the fight. See here, Jackson Pollock's art. It says, museum exit. Time to leave. Headed to the fight. I have my prediction about who I think will win, but I could be wrong. This part of the book makes me a little nervous. The honey badger smells the larger hyena. The hyena is aware that a honey badger is in the area. See? The hyena thinks it can easily take on the low-to-the-ground honey badger. The hyena tries to bite the honey badger, but the honey badger doesn't back down. It nips the hyena on the nose. Ouch! That hurt! The honey badger charges the hyena and bites it on the ankle. The hyena moves away. The honey badger never backs down. Ooh. I thought because he had a lot of friends, maybe he would win, but it doesn't sound like he's winning so far. The honey badger chases the hyena. The hyena finds the honey badger annoying. The hyena uses its front paws to knock the honey badger down. It bites the honey badger, but it doesn't hurt. The honey badger's skin, remember, is too thick and flexible, so it doesn't hurt him when he gets bitten. Ooh, I got more fighting. I know you guys love these books. It's a little bit violent. The hyena bites again, but the honey badger bites back. Then the honey badger uses its long claws to swipe at the hyena's eyes. The hyena can't see out of one eye. The honey badger is fearless. It bites the legs, then swipes at the hyena's eyes again. With its powerful jaw, the honey badger breaks the front leg of the hyena. The hyena falls. The honey badger bites the hyena on the nose again. Scratched eye, broken leg, damaged face. The hyena is defeated. And if you guessed the honey badger, you were right. The honey badger wins. Who had the stronger attitude? Surely the honey badger. Who had better claws? The honey badger. Who had the better fur? Who's bigger? That was the hyena. Who's faster? The hyena. They both have sharp teeth. Who weighed more? That was the hyena. But still, it was that attitude, the never give up part of the honey badger that made him the winner. So that was who would win, hyena versus honey badger. I hope you enjoyed it.